Good morning. I think this is day 3 today. Probably would have been day 7 or day 8 had we been able to carry on with the last trip, but day 3 nonetheless. In actual fact, I lie. We have transported ourselves all the way to the Namibian coastline because we're on the west coast. If anybody has ever been to the west coast of South Africa and the Namibian skeleton coast, well, you'd pretty much see this. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I love this kind of environment. It is a bit chilly this morning, but during the day it's been getting up just over 30 degrees Celsius. So I would say you've probably got about another month, possibly pushing it 2 months before it would become a little bit unbearable to travel down the coast. So being end of March at the minute, April, May probably would be the last bit that you could utilize this area. But of course, as we know and as you've seen in the previous trips, from end of June all the way pretty much through to September, the Kharif season starts in Salalah. So we're about 380 kilometers away from Salalah, and if it was unbearable at this point in time, you could have pushed straight through there and enjoyed the rainforests. But it's not. It's just kicked over into spring, so we're going to enjoy the cold evenings, the warm days, and plot on. What I love about this area, and especially the spot that we'd camped last night, and in the previous show where I'd mentioned that I believe that that was one of the most pristine beaches, as well, desolate beaches that you will find, and I still stand by that because I haven't found one as desolate yet. We've still got a long way to go, but the sun rises on the ocean and it sets on the ocean. Now the angle of the sun during winter is obviously a lot different to the summer months, and it kind of gives you the feeling that the coastline is running east to west. It is slightly slanted, yes, of course, but it's just spectacular. From January, February, March, you'll get sunrises on the ocean and sunsets on the ocean. This particular spot, we're going to get a sunrise basically over the mountains and the sunset behind you over the mountains last night. So beautiful sunrise, sunsets for photography. The flip side to that is that the entire day, if you want to get into the shade, you have to hide behind your vehicle, and your awning would be facing away from the ocean, which means you're not getting to enjoy the beauty and all the fish jumping and especially the stingrays. If you look out nicely, you'll see the stingrays flipping. Trying to get it on camera for you is obviously pretty difficult because we don't know where that's going to happen, but that would say is probably the only negative part about this 200-kilometer stretch of beautiful white sand beaches, is that you're got the sun in your face the whole day. Right, so Adronette is still sleeping. I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee brewing and wake her up, and so we can head off nice and early. We've got quite a bit to cover today. From this area, it starts becoming more rocky. It starts becoming really good fishing spots. So we're going to go and look for a couple of fishing holes. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but I use Google Earth extensively in exploring and trying to map routes, looking for new locations. And I see just recently Google Earth has gone and changed the photographic layer. So it just, when you click on it, it just says the panoramic layer is not available any longer, which means all those photos and all those areas that I used to look at, for example, in Shwemia, which is probably about 70, 80 clicks away from us right now, there's a couple of beautiful shipwrecks. Now, you cannot click on those photos, so you don't know what is what, you don't know where anything is, and it actually kind of makes things difficult. So if you're out there exploring, upload your photos to the new layer so that we can try and get Google Earth up and running again. This is not an advert for Google Earth, but it's for basically for us exploring. It's nice to share a photo of that location. So when we're doing our research, we can actually have a look. So we'll definitely be uploading photos of our campsites and where we're traveling. I hope everybody else does the same. Right, that's enough waffling for one morning. Let's go and make some coffee and get the lady out of bed. Instead of going to get coffee like I said I was going to, I decided to fly the drone real quick and get some footage. And there's always that one more shot, one more shot, one more shot. Battery's running low, 25%, and I managed to crash my drone. Yay, again. It ended up on top of this mountain here. So only having 23% left by that time. DJI, you guys are brilliant. This has location services, so you can see where your drone is. Had to quickly scale the mountain before the batteries run flat. 23% would probably give me about 15 minutes, if that much, with it staying stagnant. So quickly up the mountain, good exercise for the morning, and she looks okay. I need to replace the rotors. Other than that, we'll give her a test flight and see how it goes. Man, rugged little product though, I must say. I have managed to crash it into a couple of trees. This is the first time it's connected a mountain, so we'll see what the results are a bit later. Best I go and make that cup of coffee now.
In a way.
Yeah, pretty much. We knew it was soft. Took a chance. It didn't pay off, so we'll just pull out the max tracks real quick and recover in 2 seconds.
No, but we should have gone backwards.
Should have, could have, would have. Could have got stuck going back. You never know. The sand is so soft. And it gives you that false impression that it's hard because of the dew that's on the... So as soon as you break through the crust, it just disappears. But that's why these need to be easily accessible. It's our first recovery of the trip. The last one we did of the coast, I think we'd probably done, by the time we got to the point where we started on this one, we must have done about 50 or 60 recoveries.
True.
We destroyed a set of max tracks. Well, not max tracks, they knock off the TJM ones. Destroyed them in that trip. So these have been lasting us a whole season so far. Much better quality.
Yeah. what a man's got to do.
Yeah, getting stuck is all part of the fun. Right, I'm going to stick on front and rear diff lock. Remember, when your front diff lock is on, do not turn the steering wheel because you'll hear a big clank and then it's all broken. Costs you a lot of money.
Fantastic, we're out. Now we can move on.
Right, so as I got in the vehicle, I saw that I had to make a sharp turn to the right, so I didn't engage the front lockers because, as I said to you, if we had to recover over here and sharp right to get out, chances of you breaking your front diffs or diff lock very, very good. So we didn't engage the front lockers and we got out all good. Easy recovery.
It was an easy one.
Update on the drone. I cracked one of the propellers and I didn't pack a spare, so bit of glue, it seems to be okay. While I was flying the drone though, I was looking on the screen and I found this little road hugging the mountain, and this is where we've been traveling, exploring this. Absolutely stunning. We've gone from the white sandy beaches to these secluded little beach bays but rocky outcrops. Lovely reef just off the shore, so shore fishing quite easy. I tell you what, sometimes the drone makes it so easy to go and explore little spots before actually trying to get there. So I wouldn't have known about this little route except for flying the drone this morning. If you haven't got one, go and get one. They're absolutely awesome, easy to use. Yes, you do crash them every now and then when you push it to the limits. We're going to head off from here, off to Shwemia, and go and see if we can find that shipwreck. Right behind me here, not even 20 meters into the ocean, what we can see is probably 3 or 4 dolphin hunting just on the edge of the reef over here. Absolutely spectacular. And the tar road is right here. So Adrianette spotted them as we were driving and just found a track, pulled in. She's busy filming. Well, she's busy. Where is she? Oh, I can't see her on the screen. She's busy taking some stills over there. I'm gonna go and see if I can get some close-ups of them right now. But wow, right here, you can virtually jump in. Oh, look, oh, fantastic. All right, see you later.
What an absolutely spectacular day today. Once you hit Shwemia, it just starts, the coast changes completely, and that coastal route hugging the beach, I tell you what, let me think about it. Chapman's Peak, have you ever been to Cape Town? Probably one of the most beautiful routes in the world.
Wait, what about the route we did in Europe? The one where we went down from Monaco through to Italy on the way to Lake Como?
Oh yes, Nice,
Come on.
Monte Carlo,
That was
Antwerp.
stunning.
That's also hugs the coast. Wow, absolutely spectacular route. So if you've never driven it, from Hasek to Shwemia, an absolute must. I was saying in the car to Adrianette, we've got to get a Harley and go and do that route on a Harley. It'll be damn fantastic, don't you think?
Yeah, but I must tell you something. I cannot believe that we've waited this long to do this route. It's just crazy.
we gotta
Why have
do
we
it.
never done it? Why? We always just keep on hitting straight down to Salala. I know the timing is wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's
But-
quicker in summer. You have to take the quickest route because it's 50 degrees Celsius. You cannot camp on the way, so you take the shortest route. So
Just wrong.
that's why everybody cuts this out. But if you're doing it in winter, do not cut this out.
No.
Right, so we had today, we found a, what's the words to describe the Wadi that we found today?
Sure. Incredible. It was out
Breathtaking.
of the blue. Did not expect that. Coming around the corner over the bridge, and there it was. It was just.
We've been battling to get our Oman SIM card to work, so we've been using a bit of data from my Etisalat one, but it's hell of expensive, and the Oman SIM card that we got has expired after 6 months. The new one, for love or money, can we get it activated? So we've been battling to get onto Google Earth and to Google Maps to explore routes here and there, and we came across this Wadi. Look at this.
It's just.
So here we are. So we have gone past Hasek. We're close to Sada right now. We passed through Sada and we've been exploring the mountain ranges over here. It's pretty dark right now. So we found a great little camp spot. It's a rocky camp spot. It's a fishing camp spot. It is not a beautiful camp spot, although pretty stunning. So nice and rocky. The ocean comes in all the way. We're just slightly up on the cliff and we'll try some fishing tomorrow morning and then start meandering and look for some real good fishing holes. So we left it a bit late. Surprises around every single corner. Does delay a trip when you are planning to be looking for a campsite from about 3 o'clock. We only started looking for a campsite at about 4:30. But we're happy we're here, and tomorrow brings on brand new exciting challenges. We're meeting some people that we know, and hopefully we're going to get the fishing part of the show started. We're going to make a fire, grab something to eat. Pretty battered after today, so going to be an early night.